Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
It's alive!
Transfer is available.
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning in to the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning in to the Subway
All right.
Oh,
we're just gonna keep going. I like this. Just let it play. Just let it play. I like that. Another episode.
It's a great song.
It is. It's awesome. Sung beats.
I never don't like it.
I know. It never really gets old.
Nope.
Bing bong. I take it. Exactly. Bing bong. It's another episode. I'm your host, Rick McGuire, joined alongside Petey D.
Yo.
Kimmy P.
Hey.
Kimmy Congdon.
Kimmy Congdon.
Compton.
Kimmy Compton?
Kimmy Compton.
Whoa.
We have a special guest today as well.
Speaking of Compton.
The most gangsta of them all.
Hell yeah.
Co-host of the podcast, Broad Topix, Topics with an X.
That's right.
And producer of a number of shows here at Gas Digital Network.
Fuck yeah.
Alex Scarlato.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my goodness.
It's about fucking time, right?
Fuck yeah, I'm so excited.
God damn, it's about fucking time.
Yeah, dude. I'm really excited to have Alex.
I know.
Alex is fun because, like, when I first met her, I was like, I wouldn't think that you would do so great on a podcast.
Oh, that's so nice. What?
Not that, like,
my heart.
Not that your personality is not great, but it's just like,
No.
usually people that aren't comics don't do good on you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm flattered that you
and
think I'm
she's
even all right.
So fucking funny, dude.
Oh.
It's crazy. She's so funny.
My heart.
Well, Alex, you must have
Thank you.
the roughest life, hanging out with comics all day and just talking about whatever you want on camera. That's a nice life right there.
It's pretty chill. It's great. It's what I signed up for. So
yeah. So you kind of get to double dip this episode, Kim, because we're going to talk for a second about Broad Topix.
Hell yeah.
What is it? Is it just that? Because I heard the story. You mentioned it.
What?
How someone was confused by the way you said the title. Is that correct?
Yes, because we spell topics with an X. Like, it's Topix instead of
Hot Topic.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So whenever we say, "Hey, watch our podcast, Broad Topix, Topics with an X," someone was like, "Hey, are you interviewing ex-boyfriends?"
like they thought it was called Broad Topics with an X.
With like an ex-boyfriend,
Yes.
ex-girlfriend. That
Yeah.
is that says a lot about your audience.
I guess so.
That
Yeah.
they're stupid? Well,
I
we
mean,
love them.
Listen, I'm sure there's a lot of overflow.
Their
onto
brains
this
only
show,
a mother could
so-
love.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, we are happy you're here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. Kim, you mentioned at the top.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did I have a day?
And it is at least for us, it's only 3:45 right now in the afternoon, and you've already had yourself a day.
I've had a day.
Oh yeah, she came in real hot today.
Literally.
Oof.
I had a gynecologist appointment today at the first place I've had one in New York, so it's a new doctor. And I just didn't even
see where this is going already.
I just didn't even look into it. I just booked it. I showed up before the podcast, and I'm laying there. And at this point, I've already volunteered myself for the extra breast exam, and I'm laying there.
What's the extra breast exam?
Well, they don't give you, because breast cancer, you don't really get it until you're older with women, like way older. And so they don't really give you breast exams when you get a PAP. So I asked for them because my grandma had breast cancer. So I just do them just in case. And I'm laying there in the paper cloth with my feet in this, not my feet in the things, but I'm just waiting. And I hear the sounds of a hot man open the door. He's like, yeah, thank you, Cindy. And then he fucking rips open this thing. This dude is like a 25-year-old straight male model.
Like a god.
Nice. Like,
Are you sure he was a doctor?
I felt like I was being pranked. I literally thought about that. I was like, this should be illegal.
Oh man.
This cannot. Like, I wasn't ready. You know, like I would have made sure I got
wasn't
every hair on my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was gonna be some old bitch named Barbara. I don't care what my pussy looks like in her face.
That's crazy.
But like, I was like, I shaved my vagina, but like, it could have been a little patchy down there. I didn't get detailed. I didn't get my butthole. It's like, yeah, like I was really lacking, and this man was. It felt wrong. I have a boyfriend. This felt wrong.
Yeah. Did he just walk over and go? Mm-hmm.
No, he was like, "Hi, how are you?" Just like how a guy would talk to you when he was hitting on you, but like not hitting on me.
Did you tell him to take your pants down?
I did not. I was like, oh. When he walked in, I laughed. I audibly laughed, which he must get a lot of different reactions.
That's crazy.
Because like when you don't expect that, that's not what.
Shit.
And then so I'm like laying down. I lay on the table. Yeah, it was like something like this.
Oh,
my
shit,
God.
that's hot.
It was like an issue.
He cannot look into my vagina.
Exactly. Could you imagine, like,
Especially
Those guys just going down, going, oh yes, I see.
my toenails weren't painted.
the doctor's office has like this industrial lighting that like a vagina shouldn't really be seen under, like a bright light, like a spotlight
Like that dentist
right
light?
on it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
yeah.
It's insane to show that to a hot guy.
It's like a lighting that makes you look fat.
Yeah, you would have to detail your vagina for like 45 minutes.
If I
next
knew-
time you make an appointment.
If I knew, I would have sculpted. I would have waxed. I would have got a fucking full
It's
Brazilian.
like I would have got vaginal rejuvenation.
Yeah, I would have gotten a surgery.
I would've got my
like,
fucking lips
I
tucked.
wouldn't have signed up for the extra breast exam. Like, it was fucking, it felt wrong. And then he like,
the breast exam sounds hot.
yeah, the breast exam was my favorite part.
But how
I'm
he
not
do
gonna
it? Do
lie.
he like rub his hands?
Well, okay,
on the
do
titty?
you guys want to know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm dying.
So
I'm dying to know.
so I'm there and I'm laying on the table. Or he's like, okay, so lay down, and I was like, okay. And I could feel my abs working where I was like fighting laying down because I knew it was the moment that paper thing would fall to the side. And he's like, all right, feet in the stirrups, like that. So I have my feet in the stirrups. I'm looking at my like patchy hairy legs that like don't have enough lotion for him.
Oh, like when you're looking at your knee and even that's disgusting.
Yes,
You're aware
my
that you have to
toes.
just open your vagina for him. in a
And then
second.
he's like, all right, come. This is the worst part about a gynecologist appointment is you're laying on a table and there's an end. So let's say I'm laying on this table and my feet are towards the TV.
Yep.
yeah.
And this is my body. This is the table, right? And
Move it back a little bit for the camera.
oh, here we go.
There
So
you
this
go.
is my body. And this is,
What, the
this is
pen
my
is-
body.
okay.
Yes, not the fat one. and this is this is the table. So I was laying down like this, but then this is my butthole, the tip of this pen, right? There's
Yep.
a lot of detail.
Yep.
So he's like, keep scooting down. So you have to make sure you're scooted to the very edge of the back of your butt
Like,
crack
when
is
you
leaning
think-
off the table.
When
like,
you think you're all the way at the edge of the table, you have to scoot an extra
All right, there we
foot
go.
off to the edge of the table.
can we get a person in a stirrup?
They
Yo.
want everything
like
out
a
there.
cartoon maybe, or what it looks like?
Yeah, can you guys go to Photoshop and we're gonna get a picture of Kim and we're gonna create this whole thing over again.
And
With the
so
subway coming out of her. That's fire, son.
Train coming right out of the tunnel.
Subway creatures.
Yeah, that'll
The
be our new
C-train?
intro.
New logo.
The D train. That'll be our new fucking our new intro.
And so he keeps being like, keep scooting down. All right, a little more, all the way to the edge. And my pussy is just getting closer to his face, like Bear. Like this hot guy that I just met. I'm in a relationship.
Oh man.
And I'm just, okay, so then what they do is they have this tube. It's like closed, it's metal.
Oh,
it looks
jeez.
like a duck beak.
Spatula. What they call it? The spackle?
I don't, yeah, something.
Spacula?
And the back
Specula.
of it's open. So it's like an open tube. And it's,
Why does that sound right to me?
so then it goes in the
Specula.
vagina like this.
That's just all shit
So-
sound hot.
Oh, there it is.
man.
See it?
Shit.
It's
That
the
shit-
So
two-hander.
it goes
Yeah,
in.
specula, son. Ah, your boy know all the terms.
He does know.
Yeah, you
It
do
sounded,
know
it
the terms.
really
So-
sounded
so-
right. I was impressed.
So
Sometimes
Alex's
I
hand is the
speckle.
pussy. Ready?
okay, I'm the
So
pussy.
this is
Okay.
okay.
wait.
like,
Where's my
come scoot to
That's a
the edge.
big ass pussy.
where's the pussy opening?
Oh, right there. Okay.
Okay.
So then they
now
put
it's
it in, and then they open it like this,
Yeah.
and then they stick a tube like a
like
a-
an 8-inch Q-tip.
an 8-inch Q-tip
Yeah.
in here,
Yeah.
and then
'Cause
they
why wouldn't
swab
they?
around
Okay.
deep
Like
inside of
all
you.
around.
And then they also, I'm pretty sure, take like a piece of meat. don't quote me on
I
that.
don't know that I've ever had meat taken.
It feels like it. They take something from you.
And
And then,
Dignity. They take your dignity.
yeah, no, something's missing when I leave every appointment.
they put it in a jar.
Take a little.
And then, so he does that. He puts the thing to the side. He's like, "Do you have any questions?" And I'm like, "Nope." Like, let's get this moving. And then he fingers me.
Oh.
And he takes his 2 fingers. Yep. He looked like that. And that was the face I was making. Just terrified.
Oh, man.
And you have to have your butt all the way to the edge. Her
Yo,
butt's
this
not close
shit
enough
is
to the edge. That's not real.
Yeah.
Her butt needs to be
butt is
hanging.
so far
off.
from the edge.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So you need your puss
I'm
in the air.
So fucking happy I'm
I just want a house big enough that I could get one of those tables and
You could do your own exams.
yeah.
And then,
Hot,
so,
son. It's hot.
yes, look at the butt on the edge.
That
That's
shit
closer
fire.
to it.
Imagine if you was eating pussy like that.
Butt
That shit
naked.
makes it mad easier, yo.
Even from there, they tell you to scooch down further.
Yes.
They want
Yeah.
it in their face.
They
It's
want it up.
Who doesn't want it in their face?
So then he sticks his fingers in me.
Nice.
So he's like, all right, so I'm just going to hold on
This
for
was
1
this
second.
morning, you
Yeah,
guys.
this was this morning.
That's
so then,
crazy.
Is that why you're sitting side saddle? right now?
Yeah, yeah. So then he sticks his fingers in me, and then he's like, all right, I'm just going to push down right here. Do you feel
See if
any
stomach?
pressure?
See if your
Yeah.
G-spot's working.
Yeah, that's literally, I was like,
Let me make sure your G-spot's there.
it was fucking crazy.
You gonna get that. When he clinch up, just let it go.
And then he was like, cool. And then he
Was
stopped.
he like, do you feel that pressure?
yes, yeah. And I had to be like, yeah, I feel.
He's like, how does it feel? Tell me what I'm doing right now.
And then, and then came the breast exam, and he just
Did
basically.
he do him with his mouth? Did he go?
And he went like this.
Backwards. They should do the breast exam first.
Yeah, definitely.
You imagine dude's like, yo, I got this new technique where you just put your breast in my mouth and I clamp down on them and I can tell if you got breast cancer from my mouth.
So how did this go? What was the process of that? It's just an all around massage.
Yes.
But
That's
you
exactly
can do
what
your
it
own
is.
massage. I thought that's
Well, isn't that what they say all the time? They're like,
Yeah,
you
but-
can do it at home.
Yeah,
Try,
but if you have some in your family, especially on the woman's side, you should get like extra checked. Luckily.
Remember the diagrams when you was a kid? You was like, yo, that's a titty.
I do.
Cartoon
I mean,
titty.
I just
Yeah.
this just brought back memories
arrows,
of when I was
At
like,
the mall when they would hand them out and they would
man.
be boobs.
Yeah, that shit was
oh, not the
sexy.
mall, no.
They would hand those out, pamphlets out
Yeah.
everywhere.
I just remember this
Florida.
being a class when I was growing up and just being like, what? Like, why are you telling me this? I don't need to know any of this.
We
but-
should look up the gynecologist I went to and see what he looks like.
I'm surprised with something this personal that
My
you did
phone's
not
on
do.
the charger
You did
out
not
there.
do your homework and look into this before you're going.
And
At
how
the
did you
very
not
least-
live
But you know,
stream
at the
this?
same time, what if he's not as hot as I'm thinking? He was just hot for a gynecologist. He had to be 25 though.
So Kim, that's actually what I was just gonna say. Because imagine all the vaginas he's looked at the past week.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you think that you looked like going in there, you were a step up
Yeah,
from
he's seen
probably
some-
9
Yeah,
out of 10
he's seen some
vaginas
dirty-ass
that he
pussies.
saw
I
coming in there.
know.
He's got to treat like older women, like people of all sizes and shapes,
Yeah,
and
big
like,
old pussies.
just like juicy puss in his
Yeah,
face all
juicy.
day.
Yeah.
Talk about it, Alex.
Yeah, he probably walked in and goes, "Oh, thank God!"
Yes.
Like that was probably his reaction.
And he goes, he goes,
I feel like
he just waves mine off.
he goes.
I think once you see enough pussies, it's cool. Am I crazy for thinking? Once you see enough pussies every single day of the week, you might just start judging bitches by their face. They come
Nah,
in, you're like,
chill.
oh,
No.
she's
Nah,
cute.
chill, nah, chill.
And you're like, the pussy is the pussy.
it's just
I'm
not-
in there all day.
It's just not a job. Like if you're, what
But
did you
it
say? He was
is,
a young.
like-
he was a young guy, right? So he's a young
Why
guy.
you think
this
he
is,
got-
this is
How do you
what he's
become a
trying
Why
to
you
get
think
into,
he
right?
got the job?
I want to see the doctors at this place, and I don't know how to find it.
Because that's just
man.
probably top fucking secret. You out here trying to, my man's trying to work undercover.
Doctors don't take headshots.
Yeah.
Is he on LinkedIn?
Yeah, if that is the case, then you need to do a little bit of homework and figure out what the hell's going on with
I mean,
this.
at least ask. I mean, don't you call and ask for a woman when you're like, can
No, I didn't even think about it. I just have always had a woman.
I
Oh man,
always-
there's
Yo.
nothing scarier than if a woman walked in after he left and was like, "Okay, it's time for your checkup."
That
And you're like,
shit's crazy.
"What?"
That's hilarious.
Yo, that's like one time a dude massaged my back when I went to a massage parlor.
Oh,
How'd
how
you
was
feel about
that?
that?
Forgot to ask for a female. Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't
I
even
didn't think that would be weird.
because like I didn't go there to get.
I'm still looking
you know,
for him.
Yeah, but you can pick a lot of the time, no?
but it was just a dude, son. That
So how'd you feel about that? Does that make you uncomfortable?
Because he was breathing heavy, so it was
Oh,
weird.
well.
Like he had like a fucking congestion. So he was like,
Yeah, I'm sure it was congestion.
and then he was like, does that feel good? And I was like, yeah. Can I just? You ever ask for an hour, but then you go, yeah. Can I just do 20 minutes? Please? Is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, no.
I think I found him.
Oh,
shit.
boy.
No,
I don't
really?
I don't know if we want to out him, right? Do we want to do that?
Yeah, everyone tweet
I mean,
at him.
he
Tell him I
didn't-
miss him.
Tell him I miss him.
No, I can't find him.
Why didn't you live stream?
Tell him I
it?
miss him breathing into me.
Are you
It
gonna,
was fucking weird.
Are you gonna make another appointment to see him?
No, I can't go back ever.
That's crazy.
I didn't even have a pedicure.
You thought you was gonna see Dr. Zismore.
I thought it was gonna. Even an old dude, I'd be like, whatever. But like this dude was like younger. He was like 25
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
That's crazy.
That's not
And
even
like-
old
and
enough to get out of fucking med school.
and seemingly straight.
They sent in Doogie Howser for the pussy.
Yeah, it was like
12-year-old kid.
he's just a student.
Have you ever seen the story of the fake gynecologist? The kid that pretended to be the gynecologist.
It was a real thing.
Oh yeah. So that,
How old was he?
I don't know, but he did it. I don't remember what exactly the details were, but he was all up in people and
Wow.
not legitimately. Just
I,
opened his own office.
It's like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you see his face, he looks like a fake gynecologist.
Oh man, I mean,
Let's see if
him.
he has his picture below.
That's him
Hold
right
on.
there.
oh man.
There.
That nigga
No,
looks
is that
smooth.
him?
Yeah. That's him.
Oh my God, he does. He says he looks like a child. First of all,
Like, yo.
According to the Florida Health Department,
Of course it was Florida.
always
Of
Florida.
course, it
God
was
damn
Florida.
Love Robinson came
was
into the
18 years
agency's.
He was 18.
What?
God damn. So was the guy today. Was also 18 years old.
Shout out to
Probably.
Brad Dalton, man.
No.
You piece
Wow.
of shit.
It was an issue.
I wonder if he was.
It should be illegal.
I wonder if he was fingering women to completion and being like, "This, is like, what are you doing? Are you
like,
just
yeah,
having fun, or like,
no,
are
we
you
just
in
want to
there?
make sure your shit work.
Like,
He's like, yeah, your pussy works.
But like this dude, right?
Creaming.
If this dude that did
Doctor
my
takes the fucking shit out. What do you call it? The thing where he puts it in, the specula.
You
And
know what it's called.
He
You
takes it
remember.
out and then he licks it. He's like, tastes good.
Petey, you went there. You
did.
took it that extra mile.
But this dude, if he is straight and he is this young, there has to be some sort of. He's still a man. There has to be some sort of sexual.
I'll bet his woman
feeling.
has the healthiest pussy on the planet.
The
I would hope
wateriest.
so.
It's just. It's
hope
always.
so.
It looks like a morning dew
Yeah.
grass.
It's just perfect.
It's just always slightly wet.
There's never a hair out of line.
No, it always smells like water.
Her anus is naturally bleached.
Yes, it's just pink and a little white.
It's beautiful.
And he
I
checks
could
all.
imagine.
He checks all of her friends.
Yeah.
Make sure their shit's okay.
I feel like there is part of you as that guy, as that doctor, you're kind of desensitized after a while. You're just like,
Yeah, I've seen them all.
I've seen him.
I guess I'm pretty confident about my pussy. But I'm like, but young.
He's like,
Because then I'm like, imagine what they see all day, though.
I don't even like showing it.
Infected.
I don't even like showing it to my old lady gynecologist. It's always awkward.
Imagine what they see. Infected, green stuff coming out.
Some
Weird,
blue
like,
waffle.
people, yeah, blue waffle shit. Like, fucking,
blue waffle. What the fuck?
God.
like,
You don't know what blue waffle
like the
is?
smells that fill up the room. Like,
This.
What's a blue waffle?
80-year-old women, 90-year-old women, 100-year-old women.
If I know Harrington, he's gonna pull up blue
No, I
waffle.
don't- I don't wanna
No,
see
no,
it.
no,
I don't
no,
wanna
no,
see it.
no.
Blue
I
waffle.
don't want to see a blue
Blue
waffle.
waffle.
No, church.
Blue waffle.
All right, I'll just look this way.
Nope. Believe it or not, we're gonna get into some Subway stuff. we are gonna get into some.
What?
Yeah, look at the audience out there now. All of a sudden, being like, "Oh, what did we walk into?" Oh no,
Was that a blue waffle?
Have you never really seen the blue waffle?
I don't
that a blue
care
waffle?
to.
If he
I
hasn't,
don't know what a blue waffle
have
is.
you
to
seen?
be
haven't
honest.
seen
Pull up the fucking
have
blue waffle.
Why can't you just say what it is?
Ah, look.
No, I'm not
Look.
looking.
Look. Okay.
Well, you knew what it was, and yeah, she screamed.
Just look.
No, I don't want to fucking see
All
that
right.
shit.
Fine.
That's fucking gross, dude.
We're editing this.
You don't pull up the blue waffle when he's looking.
What was it? Can you explain it to me, Rick?
No, don't. He has to look.
Nope.
It's fucking gross.
So anyway, changing topics. There was a video of Ben Stiller on the train this week, and a woman absolutely lost her shit.
Oh, shit.
I want to play this video real quick, and then we'll get into basically everything that came of this. Guys, if you could play that.
Oh, man, I was really hoping they'd pull up Blue Waffle.
She had to get her hair right.
No, mentira. Tú me haces reír mucho. I love you so much.
Imagine it was like, name 3 movies right now.
My phone, please.
And then he gets swamped.
Hey, oh my God. No me dejes fuera. No. Okay, give me video for me. Hey, here.
Video.
I said, girl, we got
What the
the
fuck
video.
was she saying, Petey?
She
What
just
was
said she
saying?
wanted the video for her.
Not the English part, Petey. We got that part, thank you.
What was she
so
saying in
funny.
Spanish? What was
I don't know Spanish.
You don't know Spanish?
I'm not Spanish.
Everybody just assumed you
Oh, yeah.
spoke Spanish.
You know what's so
That's
funny?
hilarious.
I was smoking bud with the dude.
What do you mean you're not
Hold on.
Spanish?
I was smoking bud with the dude
Where
the other
are
day,
you?
and then
What
he
the
goes,
fuck are
Hold
you?
on. So he's talking to me in Spanish, and he goes, "Yo, how come?" I'm like, "Yo, dude, I don't speak." After he's speaking to me in Spanish for like hours, and I'm like, "Yeah, I just agree and laugh with whatever you said." I was just like, "Yeah, word."
Wait, Petey. What
Word.
are you? I thought you were like, I don't know.
I'm Jewish, bro. Sephardic.
Are you really Jewish?
No, he's
Dude,
not
I don't know
Jewish.
anymore. I don't know. Are you? Is that?
Yeah, yo.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was...
I'm sitting here. My ears are about to explode.
Jewish be.
Just slowly
You're
turning
Jewish.
it up.
Yeah, man. From
All right.
Portugal, Spain.
What are you?
I'm Jewish, dude.
A dude? That's what he thinks Jewish people sound like. I'm Jewish, dude.
I'm Jewish, dude.
Bruh, I'm Jewish.
Yo, bro.
Jewish, dude.
All right.
I'm freaking Jewish and hang 10, bruh.
Kim, what if you got?
I'm a
what if,
Jew, yo.
What if
But
you?
Kim, you're Puerto Rican. How do you not know what she was saying?
I understood some of it, but I was...
all I heard was necesito in there. That's it. That's all I got.
She said I have to show my kids at one point that she needs to show her kids, take a picture for her children. A lot of, oh my gods, I love you.
Yeah, we could
I
just we
look
could also
crazy.
make it up. We could make up whatever she was saying.
Yeah. Fucking...
I got the gist of what she was saying.
We get it.
We get it.
I mean,
She was also
What?
like really blowing his shit up. Though.
Oh my God, yes.
Inappropriately excited, like
too far.
like not okay, like rudely excited.
What if Kim? What if someone recognized you on the train? Would you want them to blow up your spot, or how would you feel about this? I mean,
Me and Alex have talked about this on Broad Topix before. If you see me out anywhere, and I mean anywhere, any time of the day, if you are a fan of mine and you don't make a huge scene, go to hell. You better fucking scream. I want bigger reaction than that lady.
Yo, I just pictured your gyno coming in like, yo, Kim Congdon! Yo, Kim, you here? Oh, she don't take your pants off. I've been fucking dying for this.
Oh, even worse, not saying anything and after being like, I love your comedy, by the
Yo,
way.
you shit is mad funny, yo. I would have thought you were so chill.
Why are you quiet now? Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke.
say something
Here.
funny, clown.
Oh, you're not gonna move your lips? I'll move them for you. My name's Kim Congdon. Boy, are my arms tired.
Alex, you ever see a famous person on the subway?
No, I saw Will Smith crossing the street once, and I didn't recognize him, so accidentally crossed with him against the will of his security guards. They were like, yo, stay over there, stay over there, stay over there. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm crossing the street right now. And then when I got across the street, I realized, oh, I'm like 5 feet from Will Smith.
That's a good
They were
one.
not
Will Smith's a good one.
yeah.
Somehow his name keeps coming up on
His
this podcast.
people
We have
were
the same
not
birthday.
happy. Yeah.
I think you said that, and then there was one of our guests is obsessed with Will Smith, and it's
I
just
wrote a joke about the Fresh Prince on the way here.
Really?
well, it's here now. Or are
No,
you saving it for your Netflix
No,
special?
it was because these kids were on the train. It was packed, and then like a kid stepped on my shoe, and then said sorry, but they didn't say it like they really were sorry. And then I was wondering, like, yo, do people still get shot for stepping on shoes? Like back, and I was like, yo, back in my day, people got shot
Really?
for stepping on your shoe, and like, but it taught us like the importance of space.
right. Well, that was
Like we
that.
respected distance.
That
back
was
then.
that OG mentality where it was like the ultimate disrespect
Yeah.
to stand on someone's foot or to step on someone's foot.
And then so I was like, yo, I'm fucking Fresh Prince. He had to move to Bel Air because a basketball hit somebody in the
yeah,
park.
actually, it's a good tie-in.
Yeah.
God, I thought you were joking, man. You really
No,
did.
yeah.
That's good. That's
But
a
Will Smith.
weird. That's a weird thing to happen.
Yo, we gotta get Will on the pod.
I'm saying. That's
If
gotta
Will
happen.
Smith comes on
Maybe
this
that's on his
podcast-
bucket list. podcast.
Oh shit!
Well,
He did just do stand
Yeah,
up.
bucket
He's
list,
coming
yeah.
around full circle into my
He's gotta
universe.
That's
do a
right. He
podcast.
did. He did.
If he wants to be a comedian, he needs a podcast.
He needs to go down to the subway, so that way it's like a good reason to just get him on here and he could talk about his experience and what it was like. Because this whole Ben Stiller thing, like this poor dude got swarmed
Yeah.
on the train. So there's a lot of regulars, like celebrity regulars on the train.
Petey had a good point. It's when they need attention. You
I was
don't
about
take
to
the
say,
train unless you want
like,
it.
what if he was like, yo, do the people still feel me, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He probably was smoking weed in his apartment, like, they don't really fucking, they didn't even love me no more, really. He was probably on his YouTube comments, somebody probably said some whack shit about him in an interview where he's like, that's how the streets feel. all right, they think I'm not in the streets. Let me see if they fucking with me. And then he's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. You seen his face? He
Yeah.
he was like,
He loved
crouching
it.
down.
He loved
He at least looked like he was taking it like a champ, but you know,
he crouched down. Did you see when he was like, hold up?
well, he didn't have
My
much
forehead.
choice. He was getting swarmed. But then the people were saying that there's some kind of New York code that you're
Okay.
not supposed to call celebrities out in public places. Have you guys heard of this, or do you
No.
guys agree with this?
Yo,
I don't think you have to hear about it to kind of agree with
Yeah.
it. Like I feel like you shouldn't blow up somebody's spot like no matter what. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Kim, I feel like you could agree like at this point in your career it's really exciting to have people come up to you, but like if you were in 5 movies in a year and like one person coming up to you meant a swarm of people, it would be annoying. Like
I'm getting wet just thinking about it. All that attention, are you kidding me? Oh my
I ain't gonna front. I took the fucking train with Che once from Yankee Stadium back to the city. And so I don't know what train that was, but there's like a Bronx. I don't know if it's a Bronx thing, but like people were like, nobody fucked with him while we.
But they-
like,
you could tell that
when
they recognized him,
like
right?
when it was coming to a stop, people would go, "Hey, just in case he fucking played them, they didn't want to
Yeah.
sit in that fucking." You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
but
So
that's almost
That's a
a
good-
nicer way to go about it. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, like when the train stops, very quickly, I'll acknowledge you for a
Yeah.
second and not be up in your face.
Let me tell you something. If you have to go up to someone and ask for a picture, if you have to, make sure they're not like eating, they're not with their children, like any weird shit like that.
on a date.
Yeah, well, yeah, even on a date's fine. It might even be helpful on a date, but but like if you have to, have your camera ready. Have the thing open, ask, they say yes, take a quick picture and then move on.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest way to do
and
it.
if it
Hey,
don't come out right, keep it moving.
keep it moving.
You got your
and-
fucking chance.
Yeah, it wasn't God's will.
I took a picture of my boy the other day. So he was with that dude, the wrestler Braun Strowman, like the big dude. So he's like, "Yo, take a picture." He's like, "Hey, do you mind if I take a picture?" And he was like, "Yeah, all right, go ahead." And then so I took the picture of him, but like
no.
the fucking light, like, it was
Oh shit! No, I feel like that always happens.
the glare was mad crazy, and I was like, I seen it. I was like, "Here you go."
And you don't want to bother him for another picture, so you're like, "Fuck it,
Yeah, I was
you're
like,
gonna have
yo.
to live with this
I was
one."
like, "Yo, he posted it." He
Damn,
was
how did it look? Just all fucked up.
It looked like he had.
You were like, "Who's that?" in the comments.
It was like a star on the top of his fucking head, and you couldn't even see his face really.
Oh man.
Well, I wanna try and call this guy because I know the guy who took the video. I finally got in touch with him, and I want to ask him his thoughts, and I also want to get a little bit of insider I thought I check your email, Bobby. I think I emailed it to you again, but maybe there's something up with it. Yeah, you got it. Cool. So I wanna ask this guy what it was like being there, because obviously a lot of New Yorkers feel this way. At least they were vocalizing it in the comment section. They were like, you don't talk to celebrities on the train if you see them. That's what makes them comfortable with taking the train. And I'm like, yo, if you don't know who's who, like who's a New Yorker, who's not, this woman, maybe she's a New Yorker, but she was so excited that like there was no, she's taking the hair rollers out.
She's from a third world country,
It was
bruh.
like if Kim's mom
You
met
fucking
Pink.
kidding me, bro? She's supposed to keep her composure? She just came to the country yesterday.
Yeah.
She's like,
and
yo.
ran into Simple Jack on the train.
You know what's fucked up? I would have been the high dude to been like, yo, I loved you in Zoolander and Waterboy. I would have said a movie he wasn't in.
Yeah.
Yo, you was in Waterboy. You killed it.
Joe, do you know how much that probably would have fucked with him? Like, he probably would have been like, who does he think I am in Waterboy?
He's Adam Sandler.
That's so funny.
Oh, shit. So the guy's name is Will Ortiz. Maybe we'll get him on. But so there was something similar. I rode the train and Katie Holmes got on once and sat down next to me. I didn't fucking say a word. I didn't do anything. She was literally sitting right next to me. But the people across from me were fucking going nuts. Like, they weren't saying anything to her, but they clearly were putting their cameras in her face. You know, she had her sunglasses on, so actually was bringing more attention to herself. She's also like 6'2" in heels. So she was huge, but you know, there is that thing where I guess New Yorkers want to feel comfortable, but you can't ride the fucking train and expect to get away with that. I don't know. That's my opinion on it.
What's your favorite Ben Stiller movie?
Oh, Zoolander. Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder.
So fucking
I never
funny.
have the same one as nobody ever chooses my favorite.
Is it like Dodgeball?
No.
Because Dodgeball
is funny. Tropic Thunder is underrated. It's the funniest fucking
Tropic
movie.
Thunder's good, but heavyweights.
Oh, have you? Well, that's an underrated one. That's very
You
underrated.
know, I've never seen it.
No.
You got to see Heavyweights.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Whoa.
I like literally never seen it.
Whoa.
All right, I think we have Will on the phone. They're patching him through right now. All right, cool. Will, you there?
Hey, what's going on, Rick?
What's up, dude? Thanks for taking some time out.
Yeah, anytime, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely, dude. So, listen, we got you here with Kim Congdon, Petey D, Alex. We have a couple questions for you. First of all, how long did it take you to recognize? We just watched the video. How long did it take you to realize that was Ben Stiller?
So it wasn't actually me that recognized Ben Stiller. I got on the 3 train at Lincoln Center on 66th Street. Walked in. He was going. We were at downtown. He was right by the door. I walked in with my coworker, and my coworker noticed him. He says, "Oh shit! Look who's behind you." And I was like, "Oh man, that's pretty cool. Ben's still on the subway."
And
you said that like you didn't give a fuck. Like, oh yeah, cool.
Well, exactly. That's kind of what we wanted to ask you. Is so a lot of people were talking about this New York code where you don't fuck with celebrities on the train. What are your thoughts on that?
I feel the same way. I've seen Hannah Montana. What am I saying?
Miley
Dakota
Cyrus?
Johnson.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. But I actually sat next to Dakota Johnson at a bar one time, and we started talking. And I have I want your autograph or a picture, whatever. Whatever. Just a nonchalant conversation. That's all.
Excuse me. I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you start saying Hannah Montana?
Yeah, and I think it's because he thought Dakota and Montana, both states, and the connection is just amazing.
Okay.
I mean, it's amazing.
There you go. Yeah. That was my same thought.
Or he just calls all white women Hannah Montana. I'll sit next to one of these Hannah Montanas.
Oh shit. Well, okay, yeah.
That's what my son speaks.
Well, okay, so this woman totally did the opposite and blew up his spot. So we were kind of wondering what happened when the camera shut off, and was he just swarmed on the train?
So I'll walk you through it real quick. We're going downtown pretty much. He's standing up by the door. I get up, stand next to him, say, "Hey, what's up, Ben?" He says, "What's up?" real quick. That was pretty much it. Our conversation ended right there. We get to 42nd Street. He's sitting down already. Then 42nd Street, the subway gets packed as usual. He offers a seat to the lady. The lady says, "Oh, thank you," and then she looks up, and then that's when she pretty much freaks out.
Oh my God! And she took her rollers out, and he was wearing sunglasses, right? So it's not like he was like that obvious to see.
I mean, you look like.
Yeah. He was actually. I think he was preparing himself to leave because I don't believe he was wearing sunglasses in the beginning and when I first seen him, but.
Yeah, well, after that screaming, I'm sure he had no choice but to kind of cover up a
little
bit.
So she started freaking. I had my camera ready, my phone ready, because I was going to take a few pictures of me before I left the subway. So once that started happening, I was like, oh, shit, let me get this moment here. This seems pretty cool. My intention of the video is pretty much to put a smile on everybody's faces, you know, how tough times we live in and everything like that. So, you know, social media is not always a good place, and, you know, there's a bunch of bad comments floating around and all that stuff. These comments that, you know, from every clip that I've seen, everybody that posted this was nothing but positive comments. So that was great, man.
That's because you was a good cameraman.
Yeah, that's a rarity, man. That never happens.
It is a rarity.
So that kind of speaks to, you know, what kind of video this was, and you know, obviously, you getting this thing out there was amazing because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't have had this moment. Now, I heard that you actually met up with this woman again?
Well, she got off on 14th Street, and she was actually lost on the subway. She was looking for the Q train, and I guess she was supposed to take the Q train back on 42nd Street, but she wound up on 14th Street. If that, you know, she would have gotten on the right train, none of that would have happened as well. But then I sent her back uptown to 42nd Street to take the Q train, pretty much. That was it. I was actually planning to give them my switch numbers, so just in case this stuff did happen, we'll, you know, be able to share our stories in a sense. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
Oh, I
thought moving.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going on another show or something like that, and you guys were gonna kind of meet up and they were gonna kind of, I don't know if they were gonna reenact it or what, but I think maybe it was you who mentioned that to me, unless I heard it through the grapevine.
No, I know she was on like channel 47, which is like Telemundo.
Oh, that's what it was.
Spanish station.
Yep. Okay.
They actually, the news station went to her house and they did an interview with her, and she reenacted it.
Oh my God! Of course she did.
Yeah, of course. Wow. She
was talking about all the rollers and all that stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
So funny.
Yo,
wow.
Do you think he was looking for attention at all? Like, yo, he thought the people
would
love him?
I think it was just her plain reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm Spanish and she's Spanish, and, you know, when certain things happen, it's just, you know, just natural reaction pretty much. Just a loud, natural reaction. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. Well, Will, thank you for giving us some behind-the-scenes insight on this, because this thing was, as you know, all over the place. TMZ, basically every news channel. Mm-hmm. I think ESPN even showed it.
Everyone.
So thank you for your video, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, if it wasn't for you guys, I mean, once you guys grabbed it, I think that's when, you know, the popularity clicked in, and I reached out to you guys on a DM, and you guys reached back out, and you guys took care of me as well. So I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely, man. And next time it happens, make sure you send it right over again, and we'll do it all over again.
We'll do it again. Let's see who else. Maybe it's Miley Cyrus I'll catch on or something.
There you go. There you go. All right, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
I mean, that's just one of those New York moments that
his name was Will.
Smith. Oh, see, I didn't even think about that.
And Ortiz is the Smith of the Hispanic community. Everybody knows that.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got a little bit of behind the scenes information on that, because sometimes more happens when these cameras shut off and you don't know about it. Doesn't sound like too much went on, but you never know.
Well, it's funny that he was giving up his seat for her. Like, it was like an act of kindness that ended in this woman freaking the fuck out over him.
I still think he was like probably looking for love and he wasn't getting no love. So he was like, fuck it, yo. Last ditch effort. Let me help. Let me give this lady my seat so she could turn this shit up a notch.
He's like, no one's looking. How do I get someone to look at me? Ma'am, you can have my seat.
As he looks at me.
Well,
he does the Zoolander face.
Yeah. Blue steel. Yeah. I mean, there's a similar video to that in the past where Keanu Reeves did the same thing. He gave a woman his seat. Didn't know he was being filmed, but that video went viral. That was a few years ago.
But that's when also he was like, people was like, yo, he going through something.
Oh, my God. He's
always going through something.
He was like sitting Indian style on the sidewalk in New York City. You're like, oh, that's fucking Keanu Reeves right there. What the hell is going on with him?
Looking for attention because people say, yo, you ain't had a hit since The Matrix.
Here we go. This is the Keanu Reeves one.
Yo, you ain't have a hit since The Matrix. He's looking for love. Look at him. He's like, why they don't film me?
He's even got an open seat next to him.
He's like, please, somebody.
I guess he doesn't.
Somebody film me. Somebody show me love, man. Look, he's looking for the love.
He sees her bag, though.
He's looking for the love. Look.
He's sweet. People say he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And that he for his movies, I guess one of his movies, he spent like the budget just buying everybody like a new car on the crew.
Yeah, that's
and
some
like
real, some real hood ass
shit. And then
shit.
like he had a girlfriend that like killed herself or died, and a child that died. He like he's if you look up Keanu Reeves, he like he's had like a really rough life. And people say that he's really, really nice. He lives in like a small house. He takes a subway.
God damn. I mean, that's humble though. He's humble. So
he's secretly given away millions.
Well, it ain't a secret no more.
That's like that what's that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
The Anonymous Giver. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but that's a fucking great episode. Either way, it's good to see people, whether they're doing it for attention or not, it's good to see them do stuff like that because you know how the media can twist things. And if Keanu Reeves didn't even see that woman and didn't do it, imagine the headlines then.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves doesn't get up for a woman.
Let that be me.
I'm saying.
Let me blow up. I ain't giving nobody my seat.
Yeah.
I ain't giving nobody my seat if I'm big. If I'm big time, be like, yo, you lucky you're in the same train with me, yo.
Yeah.
Take a picture, yo. Kneel down. Yo, kneel down. I ain't getting up.
There was another New York moment that happened. That was actually... What?
Can I ask you a real quick question and tell me if this is rude? Is it rude to leave your backpack on the seat next to you until there's no other seats? Because then I'm
hold
just
on.
Smart.
Say this again.
I do
Slow
it.
it down.
I do it too. I leave my backpack.
A lot of people do that.
I keep the seat empty next to me until there's no other choice. Like until everybody.
She keeps her bag next to her.
Like putting your backpack on the seat next to you until the train fills up and then you take it off.
Like
Oh yeah, that's love. That's love. I thought you was like you don't move it because then I'm like, that's one of the most games. That's the most fuck everybody on this train. I don't care about your livelihood.
But
I don't
do
care
keep
how
it
your legs
until the last
feel.
seat.
I don't care if you had a hard day's work.
So you're basically asking people to have to, like, people are going to be forced
if
to
there's
ask.
an open seat, go somewhere else.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
I mean, oh, wow. This is such a bitchy thing to say, but I feel like if you're a hot chick, you have the right to reserve the seat next to you for a while because people are going to come to sit directly next to you instead of next to the fat guy on the other side of the train.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'll save it for like another
People
hot
are going to
chick.
come sit next to somebody like me or Kim, like, real quick. And, like, who wants the first person to sit down in that seat?
I also like to get to choose who comes and sits next to me because then they're looking for a seat and you see someone like looks like they smell decent. You're like, come
So
over.
you like an MTA
Take this
casting director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casting director on the train.
Yeah, you pick like a small
like-
chick who looks like she's not going to speak or cause you any problems, and you're like, oh, you could come sit next to me, Jessica.
You see, you see a striped polo shirt, you're like, nah, no stripes. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Nice shoes, all right, you can sit.
Oh, man. I mean, that's a debate that we can go on and on about because I feel like there's an easy way to take a stance the other way, but we'll save,
I'm sure there is.
We'll save that. Yeah, we'll save that. I'm sure there's someone listening right now like those motherfuckers.
I put my bag on my lap only because even this, like, I don't even want to sit down on this seat, yo.
And
if I put my bag on the seat, that means now whatever's on the seat is gonna crawl into my bag.
It's gonna crawl in. Say, yeah.
Subway creatures, baby.
You know it.
How you think you get bed bugs? You put the shit back next to your seat.
But there's no fabric on the seat.
Yo, these is New York City bed bugs. Yo, this is different, son. They don't need fabric.
They've
Motherfuckers
evolved.
don't need fabric. These motherfuckers need concrete. Steel. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Telling you how much loose pieces of skin.
Ew. Okay, you broke me.
Ew.
All right.
That's foul.
Once again, I'm gonna have to segue away from Petey. We have another New York moment that happened. So not only is celebrities getting noticed, but another moment where a guy was getting on with luggage. The luggage got stuck in between the platform and the train. Now this was during rush hour. It was a very crowded train, and everyone got off the train and pushed the train up so he could get his bag out from underneath. Let's play the clip.
This makes me feel happy. Look at everyone just joining.
That couldn't have been me, son.
I'm not going to risk it.
Right? That looks dangerous.
And everyone
Oh, they're
starts
so
clapping.
happy.
Yo, look at the
that
lady.
Makes me want to cry.
Yo, so funny. The lady didn't even do shit. She tried. We did it. We did it. That's New York. That's so New York.
So once again, just like always, this guy found the clip on the account. So he reached out. His name's Lucas Turner. He was on his way to the airport. His luggage wheel got stuck in between the platform and the train. He said the train was crowded, so he started freaking out because you can imagine people starting to be like, dude, what the fuck is going on? We need this train to move. One man yelled out, everyone push. And people, like you just saw in the video, came out and started pushing the train up. The wheel did break off his bag, which the only reason that was important because he was traveling. He was on his way to the airport to go to Nepal. So that bag was extremely heavy that he now had to carry because the wheel broke off. But he said when he landed, his phone was blowing up because everyone was reaching out to him saying that his video went viral. And he was very happy to see one of those New York moments where everyone was kind of coming together to
get themselves somewhere on time.
Yeah, you know for a fact that's why. That was the motivation behind more than half those people.
Oh yeah, they're like, let's fucking move it. Everyone push on the train.
Exactly.
We got to get going.
Right. So, again, I know we don't get a lot of these good moments, but every once in a while they happen.
They pop through.
Yeah, they pop through. And thankfully, people are there to document it because, the person filming was not helping move that train. But once again, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't have this video. So
I want to know who the Martin Luther King dude was that was like, yo, everybody, we gonna push. Like, who the fuck are you to make everybody, like, I'd have been like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised by how many people
started
helping.
Dangerous, like to be fucking with a train that's on the tracks. Like,
I also would have thought there's no way we're moving this train.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter how many people. We're not moving this fucking train.
Yeah.
But I guess they did. I mean, I guess they got it out.
Figured it out.
They figured that shit out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Kim.
Yeah.
What do you got for what pissed off who this week?
Oh my God. Let's talk about anti-vax moms.
Oh.
Because this is a big one, right?
Until
Measles.
recently, it never really affected the New York area as much.
Oh, it's huge.
And now all of a sudden, they're like...
The laws are crazy. Like, you can't bring your kid to school. You can't, go anywhere.
There's
like,
a
you're not allowed at
curfew.
restaurants. Like, if your kid's not vaccinated, you're, like, being shunned right now.
Yeah, as you should be.
I think in the past 2 months, the number has doubled of measles, like the cases of measles, and kids are just...
What is measles?
It's a good question. I always... figured it was like chicken pox, but is it? I have no idea.
Are you only prone to it if you're not vaccinated? Like, are vaccinated kids all technically safe from the measles?
I think so. I think these guys are gonna pull it up in the back, but I mean,
so.
So what's your stance on this?
My stance on this is I think it's fine to like research what's going on, like what kind of shots your kids are getting. But they need to get their shots. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we can't have kids dying of polio. Like, I don't know. It shouldn't be. It's very simple. It's very simple. If you're anti-vax, you're a fucking weirdo. The flu shot, maybe I could see, but children still die from the flu. Like,
yeah, I think it's an age thing. Guys, can you pull up that?
What kind of weak ass kid is dying from the flu, son?
That's true.
I definitely believe that at birth, some of the shots that they're trying to give your kids are like pretty optional. Like some of them where you're like, maybe she doesn't need this right this second.
Yeah.
But some like measles, mumps, like all that kind of
are measles, mumps, is that the same thing? Or are those two separate things?
What about
guys, can you pull that up? Sorry, one more time.
Mumps sounds like an STD for toddlers.
All right, so measles, very contagious respiratory infection. It causes...
He got mumps at daycare.
With flu-like symptoms. So it sounds like chickenpox in a way, but...
What about mesothelioma?
That's
What is mesothelioma?
That's like the measles.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, it's like, I don't
What
know.
is it?
Isn't that what you get
This
from like
motherfucker.
inhaling like asbestos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from like the
hood.
shit in the walls.
Yeah.
The whole hood got that, son. The whole hood. Malignant mesothelioma, son. We heard it. Oh, they try to kill us.
That's a cancer.
They
Okay.
try to kill us.
Oh, man.
Mesotheli.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Yo.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's
foul.
So obviously, and I think this was as of today, I think the mayor had to tell people, like, we're going to start fining people if your kid is not vaccinated and is going to school spreading this shit, which is crazy. You know, if that's what they're holding press conferences for in New York City, that's when you know shit's
fucked
up.
It's like it's more than that though. Like it's like I read a story of a mom who has a daughter. She's in school, and her daughter is sick because of an unvaccinated child. But the mom also has a 3-month-old that has a respiratory infection. That if she gets this cough, she'll die for sure.
Oh.
And it's like now it's like she has to take her kid who's sick and drop her off somewhere else and leave her.
Yeah, that's
and it's
fucked
like
up.
this is a fucking weird thing because someone didn't get shots for their kids.
Yo, these kids are soft is the bottom line. Because I remember when I was growing up, Rick, we used to eat lead-based paint. Back in the good old days, you know what I'm saying? Asbestos. Measles? We used to eat measles, man. Give me some more measles.
I remember growing up. I remember if I had 2 younger brothers, and when one of us got chickenpox, my mom tossed all 3 of us into the tub. She's like, "You're all fucking getting this over with right now," because I think that's another way. It's not a vaccination, but
Mom
it's like
purposely gave you chickenpox.
she did. She's fucking proud
Some
of it
people
too.
do that. Yeah, that's
She's fucking
it's
proud
a
of it.
technique that they're like, especially if you have multiple children and one of them gets chickenpox, you're like, we're not going through this twice. I'm gonna let my kid infect my other kids.
Yeah.
Like,
I got the chicken
Humans
pox.
are wild.
I got
Yeah.
the chicken pox once. I was probably like 6 or 7, and my mom's kicked me out.
No.
He's been on the street
No.
since. Yo, we had him bad.
My
We were
mom's
like,
kicked me out, son.
we were like unrecognizable. It was bad, man. But
And it was
but at the
so
same time,
itchy, I remember.
but once you get that out of the way, like I'm pretty sure you can't like get them twice, right? Isn't
yeah,
that the
no,
thing?
yeah, you're immune to them after you
But
get them.
sometimes they turn into shingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which sounds bad. I don't know what it is, but it sounds
It sounds
terrible.
like the top of a roof.
Can we get the real? What's the real
Your
term
skin
for shingles?
turns
the real
into
one?
like
Yeah.
paste.
It's
Can we
like
see someone with shingles, please?
shingles is like dingles.
Shingles.
Painful rash. Ooh.
Shingleberries.
Can you go to images? I want to see people like a human with it.
Yo, they got shingleberries,
Ew.
B.
No. Yeah, it looks
It's like scales.
it
how
looks
you-
like the stuff on the roof.
How your
Yeah.
how your arm got hurt? Now shingles look nice, yo. Come on, that's fucked up too. Cause like shingles is, you know, the roof is nice and shingly.
Shingly.
And this shit
Those
is-
Florida roofs.
We're going to a
Those Florida
shingles
roofs that
mixer.
got
What they
Yeah.
call like the little Spanish
Yeah,
style shingles.
Yeah, that's we're thinking of the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the little rustic action.
Yeah, what do you,
Wow.
you know all the roofs in Florida, they all have
Yeah.
that same fucking
That
shit.
Spanish joint, the Spanish
Those little
shingles.
Adobe
Oh,
huts
yeah.
you fucking people
Yeah,
live
yeah,
in.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Wow. You could tell that comes from his fucking
there we
white
go.
soul.
Oh, it came from. Yeah, there you
Shingle,
go,
baby.
There
Yeah, that's
you
what their
go.
skin looks like, though.
The San Antone.
Nah.
The
Yeah.
San Antone.
That Kampala, baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shingleberries.
Shingleberries.
We should. That should be what they're called now.
Shingleberries.
Yeah.
Shingleberries. Yo, your arm got shingleberries, kid.
Have you like taking anti-vaxxers even further? Have you ever heard of like there's like I don't know what religion it is, but there's people who are religious to the degree where they're like God handles everything and
Oh, holistic.
we don't take any medicine and we don't allow for surgery.
Church of Christian Science.
I mean,
They're
Is that-
holistic
wow.
people. Yeah, they believe in like everything
up.
natural.
It's
Like,
like
God will take care of it. I think
beyond-
that's what
yeah.
Steve Jobs
It's like-
eventually died because he was holistic.
Yeah, because they
towards
don't.
the end.
They refuse medicine.
refuse
that was-
any medicine
that was-
besides
The
vaccinations.
Waz.
They don't
the
want
Waz killed them.
anything. Like, and they'll have
Waz.
kids who are sick, and they'll be like,
Steve
"God will
Waz?
handle it."
Steve
Yeah.
Waz.
Like it'll be like a preventable death for a child, and I think it's like a huge issue now. Like,
Well, it's got to be. I mean, there's
Yeah.
got to be because
Kids who have died, who
they're
their
kids-
parents were like, "Well, we thought God would have saved her," and they're like,
right.
"She
I would've
needed
did that.
penicillin, you
Right.
fucking idiot."
And at
Like,
that point, there are kids who don't know any better and just have to listen to their parents, and the parents are ultimately killing them.
Well, on Reddit right now, there is a whole Reddit thread for teenagers showing them in which states where they can sneak and get vaccinations behind their parents' back.
Oh, see,
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yo, I'd have been like, yo, son, if my kid's meant to die because he ain't strong enough, let him go. Because, you know what I'm saying, I grew up strong, son. Caveman bone. I got caveman blood,
Your
son.
poor son. Your poor
Fucking
son.
cave blood. That's why I don't have no kids, because they shouldn't have to live up
Because they
to
all
the
died.
standards. Yeah, that too.
If
They
he
all
dies,
die,
he'll make
too.
a good meal for me.
My shit like Rocky 4. If he
I'm
dies,
eating
he
him
dies.
on the L train later. Whoa.
Oh, well, that's a great segue to our clip of the week.
Clip of the week.
Clip of the week.
Cannibalism on the L train.
Next up, Subway Creatures, clip of the week.
All right, guys. So obviously, with the way we're doing the clip of the week now, no one has seen this yet, and there's hopefully if you can make sure that the audio's up for this because this is kind of audio dependent. This is the I Am Lucifer clip.
Do it again. What am I supposed to do? You know what I'm supposed to do. What am I supposed to do when he's coming at me? He's talking to me.
And are trained.
It's only because I know who you are, you fucking punk. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Your children. And your children's children. I'm Lucifer, the Alpha and Omega. I curse him to his destruction, annihilation, and death.
So I'm pretty sure that guy's fucked. That guy just had some kind of curse put on him.
And his children's children.
And his children's children.
What a hack way to curse someone. Your children and your children's children's.
It's gonna hurt.
I like it. I
Dude.
think it was
Would
dramatic.
you be scared? If he was like, I am Lucifer, Alex.
So that guy.
I don't know.
So the beginning of this video, the reason the guy shoved him down, he was walking. He was like walking right at the guy talking. Like that freaks
That's
me out.
scary,
That
yeah.
freaks me out.
But what was he saying?
I am Lucifer.
Oh.
He was saying something like that.
That shit gets me excited, son. Because you know what I'm saying? You never just have your fist clenched like you ready to boop, beep, boop.
That feels like a good excuse to just knock someone out.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but like usually nothing happens. So you're like, damn, yo, these fists for no reason.
Well,
at the
even
end
then-
of the day. You never look at your hands at the end of the day like, sorry, boys,
You
no
got
action.
you got
today.
blue fists.
Sorry, boys, no action today, boys.
You were white knuckling it the whole time.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, the people on that train weren't allowing that to happen. As you could hear, everyone was against.
I like that
the
girl was like,
violence.
hey, we're all on the fucking train here.
Can't you tell he's crazy?
Yeah. I mean, when someone starts calling themselves Lucifer and putting curses on me, I mean,
I would have probably got my children's vaccinated.
you have to.
Like, yo, so I can't leave it up to Lucifer. He gonna give him the measles. They gonna die.
Lucifer gave my kids the measles.
I mean, that's the shit we as New Yorkers have to deal with on the train on a regular basis. That's no full moon. That's just
Tuesday. That's nothing.
That's Tuesday afternoon right there.
It was pretty convincing when he said he was the Alpha Omega. That's some like legit shit.
But honestly,
he did, yeah.
I was like, I'm the Alpha of Omega. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know Lucifer had a fraternity. Like, that is wild.
No, he spoke Latin.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, see if that happened, that would
That's fucked up.
I have a story of a friend who said some weird shit happened with him.
And
where like he was hanging out with some chick and like she got weird, like she saw something, and he was like, what'd you just see? And she was like, nothing. And then he was like, what'd you see? And she was like, nothing. And he's like, he asked her one more time and she was like, I saw nothing. Like I swear, he was like I
sounds
swear
like
to
my
God.
girlfriend.
Yeah, he was like, I swear to God, it was like
Yeah.
a different person came out of her mouth, and he said he
Jesus
never talked to her
Christ.
again. He left.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, that's horrifying. That is horrifying.
And he like watched her like.
But then also,
follow
like,
something
he was
with it.
probably on acid, so you know it should be sounding crazy sometimes, chopped and screwed.
That Florida heat.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
like, yeah. One time I told my shorty, my ex, I was like, I was fucked up. We was tripping balls, and I was like, yo, you look like a demon right now. And like because it's what she looked like. I was just telling her what I saw, and then she was like, what do you mean I look like a demon? I'm like, yo, your face is shifting, bitch. Fuck.
Yeah, but you know when you're tripping and everyone else is too, and you say shit like that, everyone else starts seeing the same shit that you're saying.
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful with what you say sometimes, because everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's right."
One time I was at this party and everyone else was doing acid but me, because I didn't do acid then. And I was talking to this kid that was on acid, and in real life, a spider, and this kid was cute, and I was like flirting with him, just came across my face. And just, I don't know where it came from.
It's disgusting.
Sure?
And I just pretended it wasn't real.
Why was you?
Because I could tell he couldn't figure out if it was acid or if that really had just happened. So I just pretended he imagined it.
What are the chances the one sober person at an acid party has the spider climb over their face?
Thank God it wasn't one of the acid people.
I know.
Whoa.
I'm sure there were tons of other spiders, quote unquote, spiders crawling all over everyone else.
Fucked
at
up
that party.
experience to have a real spider on your face while you're on acid. That's not cool.
No, I would freak out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I have something. When
Oh, yeah.
when I was at this music festival once where me and all my friends took acid, and in order to get to the stage area, we were tripping balls, like 3 tabs. And in order to get to the stage area, we had to walk through like this high grass, and I came out on the other side of the grass with like all of these things stuck to my pants, like just like shit from the trees or whatever. And I'm looking down at my pants, and it's just like little balls in the middle with these spikes that are stuck to my pants. And as I get closer, all of the spikes just look like they're moving. And I'm like, I just called all my friends around, and I was like, not sure if I'm covered in spiders or not, but I need somebody to get really close and just tell me I'm not covered in spiders. Like, it couldn't have looked more like spiders, and I just had to maintain my consciousness and be like, it's probably not. Just chill out.
And I know exactly the fucking bushes that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Those little sticker ones. Yeah.
And when you're tripping balls, all those little particles just look like they're dancing. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Scary shit.
What an experience. Nope. Not for me. All right. This has been one fucking hell of an episode. I will say that.
Really fun.
Why tripping balls? Why not like tripping vaginas?
I don't know.
Nobody wants to trip pussy.
Nobody wants their period while they're tripping.
Tripping pussy's good. Shit is succulent.
Oh. All right. Alex, we do shameless plugging at the end of each episode.
Fuck yeah.
Why don't you get us started with where we can find you? What do you got coming up? What's going on in Alex's life?
All right. You could find me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar. Make sure you listen to Broad Topix podcast with me and Kim Congdon, spelled with an X. And listen to my other shows on Gas Digital Network, High Society Radio, Irish Goodbye Podcast, and In God Free We Trust.
Hell yeah.
I like how you now added the spelled with an X. Like, that's a good way of...
That's a better way of
That's
saying
a good way of
right?
saying it, yeah. Kimmy, you ready, or you want us to come back to you?
I'm ready.
What do you got?
All right, you guys. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. I will be in Connecticut this Friday with Louis J. Gomez, the Two Roads Brewery. Come get tickets for that because they're almost sold out now. And I will also be in San Antonio on the 19th. I will be in LA 420 for a couple days, so come check me out there. And yeah. Follow my Broad Topix.
Broad Topix.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Petey, what do you got?
This shit sound jazzy. All right, you can catch me, find me on Instagram, PD's Jokes. That's PD as in D's Nuts, DEEZ Jokes. Every Wednesday you can catch me at Better Days, 302 Broome Street in the heart of fucking Chinatown. I'll be in Boston on the 18th. I'll be in where am I gonna be? DC on the 20th, 420. I'll be in DC.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to church with my mom's on Easter. So if anybody want to catch me and my mom's out, find us. Say, yo, somebody stole my mom's detergent the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta move, man. That's it, guys.
All right, guys. I Obviously, check us out, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere you listen to your podcasts. Also, check out our Instagram page. It's fairly new, SubwayCreatures Pod.
Hell yeah.
We're going to put up all of our highlights from the show on there. Plus, we're going to put up some bonus content that you're not going to find on the main account. Get a 14-day free trial on Gas Digital Network using promo code SUBWAY. That's going to give you not only the free trial, but it's going to give you every show in HD that the network offers, which I say every week, definitely check it out.
It's worth it.
Also, you're going to get bonus content that we put on the website. It's all the not safe for work stuff that gets taken down on Instagram or Facebook that we just need a place to show it. So we do it on the website. That's gasdigitalnetwork.com using promo code SUBWAY. That's it for us this week. Until next week, Alex, thank you again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see everyone else then.
Bye.